What's up everybody, I'm Nefarious Haze and welcome back to Builders of Greece. Now, if you remember last episode, I was struggling with the layout, which wasn't the best, it was horrible. I could not get everything to line up the way I wanted. So, I spent a good 2.5, 3 hours off camera, just working and trying to get it laid out properly. I've not built anything extra, just moved everything into a layout that I am happy with and I believe is the most efficient way of doing things. However, we still have quite a bit to clean up and lay out, but because last episode we were only focusing on the housing situation, I didn't want to be moving everything else around off camera and coming back and being like, hey, I've done a thing. Because I spent 2 episodes working on the layout of this place, and I finally managed to get one that works. So as you can see from the bit I've decorated here, we've got the market in the middle, which covers all of these. What is annoying is it is a 31 by 31 square, so trying to get anything central and have a nice 2 wide path around it is a pain in the absolute backside. But I think I've done the best I can, because if you look here, the market, as I said, covers everything. This healer's house, when it's got the right product, covers all of these here. And the water covers all of this side here, with an additional overlap on this side, working out for both of them. So that way, everywhere's happy. Now, the Lesche or Leche or however you pronounce these is covering exactly half of the houses on either side. The warehouses, I've had to branch and have some in the middle, as you can see, just to connect everything up, but it's all working out nicely. Now, the plan, well, what I've got planned is I moved the Agora dead centre. I'm going to double up this path here because we're not going to have any more houses up this section. So I need to double this path here just for symmetry purposes. Let me unpause so we can at least generate a bit of money while we're going. So yeah, we're going to double up the path. There we go. I believe I've tripled this path with it being to the main building. The Agora we can't unlock until we're at the town level, and I do believe we're still like 60 people off, which for the moment is okay. However, I think I need to turn my microphone down just a little bit because I keep getting excited and it keeps blasting into the red. We need to structure these a bit better. Now, with where the Agora is placed, these fishing things I don't think make much sense. So what I would like to do is possibly expand another section off here for housing, which will then bring a road here, can come down and we can set the fishing and everything up here, the clay up here. If we branch off to the right, we've got a couple of mines there. Branch off to the left, got a couple of mines there. So this area on its own, if I lay it out properly, can consist of a woodcutter's area on either side, hunters on either side, as well as mines on either side, which will kind of work, judging by where this. I think the mines will more than likely go here, and we'll. Yeah, I need to stop changing my mind. Okay. Plan. Woodcutter's area, because I can't see what type of mines they are. That, I believe, is copper. That, I have no idea. Then we've got gold. No idea. Copper. No idea. Okay, never mind. So we've got gold and copper that side. So this can be the mine and the quarry area. this definitely the wood cutting area. And maybe even we've got some hunters down here. This can be food production. Then the paths will link up with the fishes and everything. But now the tedious stage of building another one of these, which it is quite painful to do, I will admit. I've actually got a grid pattern pulled up where I've built it all out. So we need to start off with the warehouse, not the warehouse, the market. Now the thing is, for it to work, we need to alternate in between that way and that way. So we need the entrance on this side for this one. And if I am correct, it just needs to cover this part of the path. So one market, path facing that way, bring it out here, and there should do it. So now we have got the grid pattern to work off of. So first things first, we need to double this road up here. We need to wrap a ring around this, like so. We need 3 houses. One there, and one there. This gives us a bit of the layout, as we're going to have a single road here, but now it gives us this bit mapped out properly. So as I said, there is a single road in front of that one. However, we now know where to lay it out to connect it to that road there, like so. Which means we need one of these. If you look how we've placed this, placed it so the corner just lines up with that path, which I believe would be there. Just double check and make sure they're on the same line. Well, they are, which is the main thing. So now we need a path around this side, like so. We need a warehouse on the back end of it, like so. Then, once the paths around it, should be nice and square. Perfect. Now, I do believe it's too wide from in front of here to what will be the entrance of that. However, I already think I've messed it up. Or I need to move that one over, I'm not too sure. Let's speed up time so we can see what we're working with actually. I mean, that does look correct there. Should be one block gap either side, so one there, double path there, block there. So yeah, I've actually got that off center, and that is because I need to work off of this one, which means I need to move it over one block. That's fine. So we'll pause time because I don't want to be generating too much money while time's skipping. We need to move it one block that way, which is all good. Just means everything else has to move one block over as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's a bit of a pain when you've just put the roads in for certain places, but it is what it is. I take that there, take that there, that's fine. You. over 1 block, and so do you. Should be there. Now, by rights, I have the path went back here. Can't see for that tree being in the way, but it is what it is. That should put right up to that. And we should have a single path going round. However, it doesn't because it's now double. So have I? Yes, I have. I've just moved that one. Never mind. That did not. That was in the right position. It was that was in the wrong position. So that's my bad. So I do double path from the front of this. Should be a block on either side. Nope, that's demolition. Should line up and have 2 there and 2 there. With a little gap here, which is fine. That across there, that across there. There we go. Do apologise if you can hear the ice cream truck in the background. Alright, that should now line up. Yes. Alright, I do need to remember when I'm doing this that I've got to, yeah. I know what I need to do, I totally forget it. Alright, let's get these roads in place. All the way up. All the way up to there, and then from here all the way up here. Fortunately, the trees are going to get in the way a bit, but it is what it is. Alright, the next set of road needs to go from here up, and carry this road on over here, like so. 1, 2, 3 block gap, and then another path. Same again, 3 again, and another path. And then last but not least, it should be a 3 block gap there, and then a 2 block path here. There we go. I mean, we can get these bits in place as well, ready. 1, 2, 3, and a line. 1, 2, 3, and another line. Get a bit hyper focused on this, counting it out because I do not want to mess up my grid pattern. 1, 2, 3. Another line to there. Need a double one coming out here. Here to there. 1, 2, 3, and then this one is the double path. There. Like so. And of course, we need another one across there. Alright, that is laid out. So now we get the houses in place. I'm not bothered about which way they face, to be fair. That's neither here nor there. But this should give us the next level. However, I think they're going to start getting very unhappy because they will be running out of food, which means I'm going to need more wheat fields and a few other bits and bats. There, that one there, that one there, and that one there. I mean, it's not the best looking, don't get me wrong. It's very plain as day, but Eula's house needs to go there, which means that one needs to go. They need to line up. I mean, kind of. Let's destroy that healer's house while we place that correct. I do believe that needs to go there. Where's the other side? There. Perfect. Okay, now we need to get this in place again. So we are going to have to destroy a bit of the road. This little section there. Service building, one of these. These to go there. That means there should be a single path around there. Double path there. Single path around. Demolish that. It shouldn't be a double path all the way around, to be fair. Go and warehouse on the back. And then I just need to add another warehouse in. I do believe we need one. That's a marketplace. We need a warehouse there and a warehouse there. Alright, that is the living area. Which means, yep. From here, need a... I mean, that is central. Not central enough though. I'll do a triple path down here. Kind of makes sense. It's going right up the hill. But looking at that, let's just do it all. Yeah, let's do it all. There we go. Hate the fact it's not centre here, but it's centre down here, and that's the main thing. We need to come over here, and we need to grab these guys. So fishermen are now going to be that's the place. We will have two either side of the road. So I know at some point we do get a shipyard, which can then go in the middle. So two next to each other there. Sorry, I get really OCD when it comes to placing stuff like this. Let's got a full block gap there, so that's full one. I could probably get another either side. So with the new increased population, production, we'll place another one here. That to build up. We've got 6. We are going to need storage. So, as I said, we will bring the warehouse over. Warehouse can go there. I am highly debating leaving the pottery section here. I'm not entirely certain about it. But it means I must have this as like an army quarter. But, like I said, I'm not 100% set on that yet. I definitely want this side for farming though. This whole section here. It just makes more sense. Yes, I know you guys are no longer connected to storage, that's fine. Because with this side, what I am going to do is click the right building. I'm going to have a warehouse on the edge here, and a warehouse on the edge here. Because that connects them. It's connected to them. I mean, it's kind of connected, but not 100%. So we will need another warehouse. We're probably going to need that. Probably there. Oh, in that case, actually. You know what? Watch that. Let me move this. I can green there, blue there, which means it's not optimized. Right, we are going to need another warehouse. I'll just do that. That's probably the best way we're going to do it, to be fair. The wood cutting, I mean, running out grapes. We are now town level 2, that's good. Economy, we are using a lot more than we are producing now. So, before our people start getting unhappy with me and, I don't know, what's the word? Rebelling? Starting a union? I don't know. We will upgrade this place because we can afford to. Which now gives us a chance to upgrade these. Which, I mean, we don't need to do at the moment because we don't need these workers. However, they need faith, they need health. Oh, they've got healthcare. Red, faith. Let's have a look. No more administration buildings. Roads still the same. Production, we can now make a tool workshop and a lamp maker's hut. We've now got extra food sources. And we've got copper, tin, and a bronze smelter. What's that? That is a quarry. So I said we're going to set the mining section up here, didn't I? That's a copper mine. That's a tin mine. So what kind of mine is that? Is that just stone? I am actually not certain. We'll figure it. We will figure it out. Lamps made of clay and oil not only illuminate citizens' home, but also allow for prayers to be conducted at an altar in honour of the gods. So I don't know where I'm going to have to put that. That's where we get the oil for the lamps from. That made sense. Service building. Now have an altar. Oh, and altars have quite a big size. So okay, we're gonna have to try fit an altar into this mess. I'm actually not sure where to set it up. It's also this place, which I'm not sure what it's for. It's to train their weapon handling skills, fulfilling the need for sports. So, I mean, that's quite a... I mean, that covers it. However, with the altar's just a bit smaller. So what I could do, knock 2 residential buildings out of each of them. Yeah. Still waiting on all these buildings, so, as I said, goodbye to the residential there and there. There and there. These can be where the altars go. Probably overkill. But they need to worship Zeus. So, yeah. The Ares square. And if I butt it right up to there, I mean, it's blocking the market on that side. If I have it that side butted up there, let's test on this side. It does cover quite a bit. So technically we only need one per section. So we will... I know I was supposed to be working on food for him, but they can wait. They need fun more than food. If you're having fun, you forget to eat. Well, I certainly do. So, Ares square, you can go there. We'll patch you up with a nice road, make you look pretty. Get rid of this decoration here, and we'll do the same again. Oh, wrong side. Oops. Let's try that again. Section here. Did I get rid of the road? Yeah, it's putted right up against the arse of it. That's fine. Service, Ares square. Give it a rotate. And I'm out of money. Okay, that is something I really need to keep an eye on. Let's fast forward and generate a bit more money. Yes, I know you guys need hooking up. So let's just... They're not in there. Oh, they're not in line. That's going to annoy me. Deal with it. Deal with it, Haze. Ugh. Triggers me OCD. That's not good. Right. Need Ares, which we can now afford. 350. That is quite expensive. But all the best for my citizens, apparently. One road across there, which joins that up. That's okay, but that needs going back across there. And then these guys will just need an Ares square as well. And then need to do the same on this side, don't I? Yes, yes you do. So demolish that bit. Service building, Ares square, drop that in. Road across there. Jobs are good and we need to wait for all these to build. Let's fast forward. Get it all built. And it's probably going to take some time for them to build. I don't have any builders' houses. So, where can the builders live? Right next to the Agora. Yeah, because, I mean, they do look nice enough to be placed there. I think that's going to help. I don't know how many builders I have. I've got 0 out of 3. So 2 will be enough. Should help construct a bit faster. Yeah. Come on, hurry up. Build, people, build. Remove my webcam there, even though it's not in use. I need to be able to see what materials I've got because I am fast running out of food. Ay, ay, ay. Right, let's pause. Economy. Fish. We're producing 6.6. We need 20. So... this area here is going to be purely for fishing, actually, thinking about it. Will probably be the best option. The... Really? Okay, demolish that bit of road. Production. Fish. Nope, still won't place. That's fine. Won't place there, but will place there. This is going to look a bit janky, but I'm not too fussed. I've just got to deal with it. And place it there, that's fine. Let's get the road going. Once they've built, we'll have a decent amount coming in. This is going to be the mining area, we said. Need some more hunting lodges. Which I do believe... Herbalists here. Production. Where are you? Building materials and nope. Agricultural. There we go. We are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there. Do for them. They're going to cross and go here. So that will be herbalism. And I know I've got a few more herbalist houses over here somewhere. Yes, I do. I only got the one over here. Yeah, that's fine. You're going to move all the way over here. I do apologise for relocating you like this, but you got to deal with it. Maybe a warehouse in the middle of these will probably be the best option. I'm going to have food over here, I think. So let's grab these guys. That's woodcutters. Ignore that. This, I think I'll have... Yeah. Hunting lodge. There we go. You guys to over here. I think I am going to need quite a few of these, aren't I? I mean, if 4 is generating... It's not generating enough. We need... Producing 5, we're using 16. So we're going to need a lot more of these. Can I pack them all together? Will that actually work? Curiosity. And that's the wrong way around. And together. So we've got 4 there. I've got another one somewhere. They're only woodcutters, that's fine. I don't need to go crazy with them. Production buildings. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Don't know how much meat that's going to produce. Probably not a lot, but join them up to there. So you choose a god. You know what? We're gonna have Zeus there, Poseidon there, Zeus there, Poseidon there. I'm gonna be using so much more meat. God damn, Zeus there, and Poseidon there. There we go. Right. Warehouse. I need to move one of these over. That can sit there. going to be using a lot more meat now, aren't we? We're using 20 fish. So we are going to need more fishermen's places. We're going to need more. We're going to need more of everything, basically. However, everyone, I do believe I'm going to call this an episode, as I've gone on a bit longer than I should have, but thank you all for joining me. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, leave me tips and tricks, and I will see you all in the next one.